Okay, and now we're on to round five for this evening. Yeah, a marathon session, but I had a lot of sweet ones this year and I hadn't tried most of them yet. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I can do a marathon of those. I mean, the only limit is, how much food can fit in my stomach before I start feeling uncomfortable, which I'm fine. So, another sweet pepper. This one was billed as, I got it at a local garden nursery. It was billed as a chocolate bell. And I think you guys may have seen in if you've been paying attention to my pepper update videos, they're not bells. Quite obviously, pendant shaped, elongated pods. They're definitely chocolate. So I mean that at least that was right. They probably just called it chocolate bell, just because it's a sweet pepper and it's brown colored. But it didn't look like the picture. The picture actually showed bell-shaped peppers, and there are chocolate bells that are actually shaped like your traditional squat, round type shape, almost shaped like a tooth. And so yeah, but in any case, I wasn't disappointed. They're really cool looking and fairly productive plant. I got some seeds I'm going to be saving, and yeah, we'll grow this again. So, chocolate bell. Alright, let's take a look inside. Nice dark wine color underneath the skin here. Not entirely ripe as evidenced by this slight bit of green near the stem, but it tastes pretty close to ripe. Pretty thick, juicy flesh on this one. Skin's a little bit thicker than any of the others I've had so far this evening, and it's moderately difficult. Not difficult to chew, but requires a little bit more chomping to break it up. Down a little bit. Probably the closest so far, flavor-wise, to a regular ripe bell pepper. Even more so than the lilac bell was. This one had more of that floral potpourri-ish hints to it, lingering in the background that bring up the middle part of the flavor profile. So it's not... Yeah, fairly good tang and sweetness. There's always the faint bitterness of any pepper floating somewhere in the background, or sometimes in the foreground if it's really underripe. But yeah, that was a nice balanced one. Really thick walls, nice and juicy, but velvety textured flesh. The skin was a little bit thicker, but again, it wasn't too cumbersome to try and chomp through it. Just a little bit more so than the other four. Trying that many in short succession, I kind of compared them as I went here, and it was easier to keep track of those kinds of differences. So they probably had the thickest skin out of any of them, but again, it was still not much of an effort at all to eat it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. They'd be great stuffed, good perfect size. They don't get too ungodly big. So I mean, you could, if you get one about that big, and stuff it with some stuffing and cheese and whatever else you want to put in them, that'd be one or two of those on your plate with whatever else you're eating, and you're good to go. So yeah, chocolate bell. This one was a little bit longer. I rambled on a bit, but in any case, less than 5 minutes. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for ducking in.